Oh man, jazz in the morning, jazz in the evening. Gatorade reminds you to power up your body with electrolytes to get the full potential from your body. Gatorade is the thirst quencher. And yeah, I drink it too. That's the coolest part. Charles, you gotta stick with the sheriffs here with me today. Tell them who you are. Gonna go solo with DC today.
Good morning, everyone. Sheriff here from South Central Indiana. Most people know me as Charles. Some of you guys know me as the sheriff. Fresh off of our banana ball last night. What an experience! What an experience!
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that for sure. Um, Shout out to Miss Kunta, the Queen Kunta. She took a little slip this morning on the stairs, twisted her ankle. So Kunta is at the ER with her. So you know he's going to be sick tomorrow.
Get some
That's
rest.
I think that's the worst thing about getting hurt is when
Oh,
you get hurt, you're gonna get sick because you have to go to ER, and there's gonna be somebody at ER that's sick. It's Saturday.
something viral or
Yeah, it's Saturday. Where else are they going to go? You got urgent care. There's a lot of different things, but still, if you get hurt on the weekends, you're going to get sick.
well, shout out to Miss Mosby or Mrs. Mosby, should I say?
Yeah.
Get better, feel better. Shout out to you, Kunta, for taking care of your wife, and hope she recovers fast and heals fast.
Deonis is just not here. He's off fucking off somewhere. He didn't want to come today. That's not true. Oh man, that was funny. Let's go ahead and start the show off here. Starter topic last night in a 7-4 loss to the Miami Marlins. We're talking about Thursday night here, excuse me. Thursday night in a 7-4 loss to the Miami Marlins. Spencer Turnbull, their relief pitcher, got hurt in the seventh inning. Bryce Harper got hurt in the ninth inning, and Kyle Schwarber got hurt in the ninth inning.
Very last
Harper
play.
Harper said it was a hamstring. Schwarber said it was a groin muscle. Now, 2 days later, we found out those guys are each going to be out for at least 10 games. With an 8 game lead over the Braves in the National League East, how much do you think this affects the Phillies?
Tremendously.
Their
Tremendous.
next, yeah, go ahead, talk about it.
I watched this yesterday while I was kind of out and about. We were at Dave and Buster's, and I watched the play where Schwarber pulled his hammy. It it just looked like it just happened. He didn't nothing out of the ordinary. Freak play on the last play of the game on the last out. Very unfortunate. You don't want to see anybody get hurt like that. I think this is going to affect the Phillies going into the All Star break. They're now down the next 9 games without him. Both. Um, the Braves could maybe take some notches and get closer, but unless Philly just has a complete meltdown, they'll still have a lead, but it won't be as big as the lead as it was now or was then.
So right now they got an 8 game lead over the Braves, and the Braves won last night with the Pittsburgh in town. 2 more games at Pittsburgh, and then the Phillies come, and it's already been announced that those 3 guys are not coming. They're not going to play. And I hate to tell you, but a 3 game series, if you lose all 3 to the Braves,
It's
that
sad.
right there turns your 8 game lead into a 2 game lead. Because every time, if you have a 1 game lead over somebody, you play them, you lose 2. You
Yep.
don't lose
Two for
1.
one. You get a two for
Yeah,
one.
it's a 2-for-1. Like if you come in and you sweep a series, that's a 6 game slide
Yeah,
against that person. So I think this is huge. Their next 4 series: Tigers, D-backs, Padres, and then the Orioles. I don't know how long a groin muscle takes, but Schwarber's a pretty big guy. So I'm going to have to say, as long as he stays off of it, it shouldn't be that bad. And the hamstring, man,
it
it depends
depends
on
on
how bad.
the severity of it. I
Yeah,
mean,
it depends how bad. It didn't look that bad to me because he
he
grabbed it and finished running. He didn't just drop.
yeah, and I seen him walking afterwards and in the dugout. I mean, you could see the grimace on his face, but
Mhm.
I think it was minor, but it's enough to keep him out. if they both rest, both take care of themselves, heal, they should be back within their 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, as long as the hamstring isn't super severe, which I'm sure they've already done their MRI and their extensive look on it.
Mm-hmm. So basically, everybody's talking about the loss of Schwarber and Harper because in baseball we all care about offense. We don't care about the defensive side, except for me. I think actually the biggest loss here is Turnbull because their bullpen sucks. He's the only one in the bullpen with an ERA under 3.
Yeah,
Losing Spencer Turnbull is huge for the Phillies. That gives you no middleman now.
they're panicking right now.
I would think that's another thing. If you're the Phillies and all 3 of these guys are coming back, do you panic and go get a trade for the trade deadline and just keep the guy on your bench, or do you just try to ride it out the best you can?
Depends on what the options are. I mean, I don't think it's full on like the place is burning down panic, but maybe see what options they have, and then if they can get someone, maybe it would work out because you can't predict injuries.
That's a fact.
So I mean, it's a 50-50. I would see what there is before the deadline. I don't think it's time to like full on freak out, but they have to have some kind of sense of urgency that, hey, they don't want to let this slip. If I'm Philly, they don't want to let it slip.
I totally agree. Go on to our next topic here. Get an update from Kunta here. D-Man has wrote in his story. Who is your rookie of the year to WNBA? Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, or someone else? They say in the WNBA, this is like Bird and Magic that year, that Bird and Magic were together, and it just wasn't anybody else good in the league that year, and everybody just wanted to watch Bird and Magic play. Is that the same thing in WNBA where everybody just wants to watch Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark play?
I think that's what it is. I was really surprised going downtown Indianapolis yesterday. The week before, the swim trials were in Indy at Lucas Oil. That was heavily promoted. And then I come back less than 5 days later, and Caitlin Clark's on the giant JW Marriott, and I'm like, she's everywhere. I'm seeing stories on ESPN everywhere. I think I saw it on USA Today. Just Caitlin Clark has brought so much attention to basketball, female basketball, professionally. I think it's really, really positive. The fact that I saw they were playing somebody last week, I think a team in Washington or something. They normally have an attendance of 4,300. They had to move it to a NBA arena, which held 15,000, which that's insane.
I'm with you. Let's talk about this because this is where we have a difference of opinion. I'm gonna state my stuff here. I do believe that this is the Larry Bird Magic Johnson year for WNBA. Reese and Clark, huge social media, huge.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's not happening huge is one of them is not performing huge, but one of them is huge. Angel Reese right now is breaking a record. Tonight she plays against Minnesota. She already broke the record. She has 9, count them, 9 straight double-doubles.
Yep.
It's never been done before. We're talking about all the women in the WNBA since the very beginning. Your studs, your Candace Parkers, your Taurasi's, everybody. No one has ever had 9 double-doubles in a row.
Not even Tamika Catchings.
Yeah. Not only that, yet, everybody says, and Charles went straight, and the sheriff went right straight to it. Do we care more about the actual performance on the court or the numbers in the bank?
I think they want
because people are going to vote for Caitlin Clark, and her numbers do not make her Rookie of the Year.
No, they don't.
She's not even top 5 if you use just the numbers. You do not use how famous she is and how much money she's bringing in. She's not even top 5 numbers, yet Caitlin Clark is on the list, and she's battling Angel Reese, whose numbers are killing her. Why, Charles?
I think this is very comparable to – do you remember when RG3 and Andrew Luck came out at the same time?
Yeah.
Back in 2013 was their first year. Um, RG3 really didn't have the numbers, but yet he was more popular for some strange reason because he was the Heisman. And then, but Luck was the better performer at the time.
Right.
And then I really feel like Luck got snubbed. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Colts fan, but Luck, he should have been Rookie of the Year that year. But they gave it to RG3. I feel like this is what's going to happen with Clark and Reese. They're going to give it to Clark because she's the face now of the WNBA. And Angel Reese is the one that deserves the accolades. Unless something magical happens, a huge turnaround. I mean, because they're going to take a break for the Olympics, and then unless a spark happens, Angel Reese should be Rookie of the Year at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go back to how we started that segment off. You went directly to Caitlin Clark, and most people do. I promise you, I'm not picking on you. I would say 90%. If you ask this question on the streets, who's the Rookie of the Year this year in WNBA? In your heart right now, 90% of them are going to say Caitlin Clark. I promise you they are. But
Yeah.
why? Why, as sports fans? Because that's what we are here. Nobody's following her Instagram page because she's cute. She's a sports player.
Yeah.
Yet, we'll vote for her because she's popular, not because she's playing good. Why?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. I think she's, she was the best player coming out of college, and
Debatable. I mean, debatable.
super popular.
Super popular.
And her just there's something about her that people are drawn to, and I haven't figured that out yet though, because I'm not saying she's ugly.
She's not ugly,
but she's an athlete, and most female athletes are not like swimsuit models.
Okay.
But there's something about her. It's a likability. I think she resonates with a lot of people. I think maybe that's what it is. But there's something that people are drawn to her. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out. Because to me, she is a average looking person with maybe above average basketball talent, definitely more than me. But yet people are drawn to her. Maybe it's just how she played in Iowa and how she resonates with blue collar, and the average sports fans.
Yeah, I think that's more where it is. She comes from a small, blue collar towns, and your blue collar players. She got that Rocky thing.
Yeah,
she's smaller. She could definitely shoot and pass the ball. I don't agree with you that she has like a little above average skill. I think she has she's got top level skills.
yes.
But the rest of the people that are in WNBA are all top level skills too, and she's got to find a way to make those skills.
I think they need to build around
usable. Yeah. I mean, it's happening. It's happening. She had something like 13 assists the other day. So it's going to happen.
Huge for next year. She will probably have a break. We're going to be talking a lot about Caitlin Clark potentially.
Right. And I'm fine with that next year, but as long as she doesn't win Rookie of the Year this year.
Yes.
Her numbers, if you put her numbers, and this is hopefully popularity. I'm just being honest with you. The media has made this thing the white girl versus the black girl the whole time. Yeah. They're trying to make it Apollo versus Rocky. That was a white-black thing. Bird versus Magic. That's another white-black thing. The media is going to keep it going as long as they can keep it going, as long as we separate and the little black girls follow Angel Reese and the little white girls follow Caitlin Clark. Everything's going to be happy with the media because they can sell that. But actually, the bigger story here would be that Caitlin Clark not get the Rookie of the Year. Don't let her even come in the top three. Be honest with it. Her numbers aren't in the top three.
Unless something changes.
Right. Unless she starts going and puts these numbers up that we know she's capable of doing from college. But right now, she's nowhere near the top three.
And she's doing exactly, what they're doing is exactly what you have said, what we all, D-, Kunta, all of us have said. They figured her out really fast.
Right, and she's figuring them out too.
Yes, and this is definitely not the NCAA. This is a little different of a ball game, but time will tell. But as of now, Angel Reese should be the Rookie of the Year, not Caitlin Clark, unless something drastically happens after the Olympics.
We're going to move on to our next segment here. Kuta sent in this one. I wish he was here for this one because I know he had something to say about this one. The judge has dropped the sexual assault charge against Dak Prescott, and that's not the news part. The thing we want to talk about here, should this woman go to jail knowing all along that she was just trying to get a bag from Dak? This happens a lot in sports, people.
Should
You've got these people out there that are, and it's just not women, it's men too, that are supposed to be doing jobs and they go after bags by saying that this guy touched me or this girl touched me. There should be some kind of charge in our judicial system that when you accuse somebody of doing something and then later on you retract your statement after you drag them through the fucking papers.
There is. It's called false reporting.
It is, but I mean, and everybody else said defamation of character. I want it saying something specifically. Those are old laws.
Yeah.
I want a law that says that if you say something trying to get a bag and then you retract your statement, you're going to prison, not jail. Not jail.
Hand. You need to,
Sheriff, how do you feel about the situation?
It doesn't need to be a smack on the hand, like you said. Hold her accountable. First of all, how dare her try to just have her little 15 minutes of fame and her quick payday? It's not right. I mean, it's one thing if it actually happened. That's one thing. But then for this person to retract and then have all this happen, she should be held accountable. Because if that was me or you, we both know we would be held accountable. Or anyone else.
I'm 100% positive. And there's a lot of that stuff between men and women. Like women are always saying, well, we're not equal yet. We're not equal yet. I can tell you one thing that's happening in sports right now that everybody's like this. Aw, they're so cute. Okay? But if it was the other way around, it wouldn't be all so cute. Kyle Filipinowski.
He's a monster.
From a Duke. He's a great, and you know what? These are great people. They're not doing anything wrong in my world. But let's just flip it around. Kyle is 7 years younger than his girlfriend. And they're getting proposed to, and they're on the beach in each other's hands, and all the people are going, aw. What if the woman was younger and the man was older? Y'all would be flipping the fuck out.
He's a monster, or he's insensitive. He's just after, whatever the hell he's after. It would be flipped.
And now you know what people are saying? That because she's older, she knew all along that he was going to be a superstar and she's going for the free ride. Has nothing to do with love. Has nothing to do with them seeing each other. You guys are ruining a relationship. Just media. And I'm part of it. I'm sorry.
But we're not out here pointing fingers and saying crazy shit, though.
I mean, it shouldn't be news when they get caught on the beach at a graduation, at a prom. She came to his prom, and, they're trying to keep it undercover as the best they can because of the age thing. But you know what? Nobody cares about the age thing because she's older and he's younger. And I have major problems with that.
I think it's more acceptable with the society now these days, too.
But it shouldn't be. If it's against the law for an older man to date an underage woman and it's rape the other way, too.
Yes, it should be no different for be flipped. I mean, because it's not common, but I've seen it more frequently in the last 3 years, where a older female teacher with a underage student, high school. I mean,
yeah, and they lose their job. They don't even get jail time sometimes. Losing their job is enough. What the hell?
It's a head scratcher.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get down into that. Last thing for this segment right here. Ooh, I love talking about the Yankees when they're fucking up. The Subway Series between the New York Yankees and New York Mets, which is usually the Yankees trouncing them, handed the New York Yankees their fourth series loss, with two of those losses being sweeps, Are they still the best team in the American League with a 52-31 record, as they also lost last night in the first game of the Blue Jays series 9-2?
Nope, 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 nope. Hey, to the people in the Bronx, it's over.
Yeah. I'm just going to tell you this. Every movie usually has a good sequel. Last year, do you remember when Judge was hitting all them home runs?
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing really good, and the All-Star break came, and they didn't make the playoffs. Here comes the sequel. I'm just saying, they look terrible. When
I know.
the Braves were looking so bad when they went into New York. I'm like, look, let us get one. And we swept them. They looked terrible. Absolutely terrible, except for Judge. Your comment, Sheriff.
The Yankees, these are not our fathers and grandfathers Yankees. These are some terrible Yankees. Aaron Judge obviously is the best player on that team. I don't have nothing to say against him, but as a whole, the Yankees, they suck. They are terrible. And no, they are not the best. In my mind, Cleveland, the the Guardians.
Well, they have the best record. 52-31 is the best record in the American League on both sides. So
I just think the Yankees they're falling apart. Something's going on internally there. There's no chemistry. I mean, hell, the Mets. We're talking about the Mets.
The Mets are on fire right now.
I mean, they are on fire, but they are not generally a good team. They haven't been a good team in a while, since Piazza days.
Yeah, you just expect them to fold when it gets down towards the end. The Yankees here is a bigger story because, in my eyes, I don't think this is actually going to be a sequel, and this is why. So, and can one man change it? Yeah, they can. Soto, and I'm not a Soto fan. I am not a Soto fan whatsoever. We actually say things at our house when he comes to the plate that I'm not going to repeat right now. Only because my granddaughter asked me, because we're sitting there cheering on, and she says it. And I'm like, oh. Well, I want to give her a high five, but I can't because it's a naughty word. So, anyways. Soto's in a contract year. Okay? And if the Yankees start losing, Soto is going to catch fire. You heard it here first. When the Yankees start losing and you start gambling, put your money on Soto to get on base. He is going to lead the league in on-base percentage this year. I promise you he is, because he knows this is his year to get paid. And if it's not with the Yankees, he will get paid this year. Sheriff, your comments on this series and the Yankees.
I totally agree with you. He will either be first or second getting on base. I don't think he's going to get paid with New York, though. The Yankees. I think if he's smart and he continues to thrive like he is, maybe the Mets pick him up. For some reason, they like jumping ship, or hell, even the Red Sox.
See, I could actually see the Red Sox. That would be a pretty good one right there. That would be really good.
He'll get paid. He will get wealthy, be very wealthy and taken care of. But I just don't see him staying in New York with them if they continue to bomb the year the way they're going.
I totally agree. 100%. 100 million %. Excuse me. I had to plug my phone up. All right. So we're going to go to our next segment. Time for a small little break here. Be right back. Maybe. I wasn't quite ready all the way. All right, our next segment is brought to you by Burn by Rocky Patel. We'll be right back after this short break. my boy Rocky down there at Burn Rocky Hotel, located at the Battery at Truist Park, open daily from 4 p.m. to midnight, Fridays and Saturdays till 2 a.m. I was there last night, not till 2 a.m. Later than I should have been, but I don't know what it is. Like I spend 4 hours on the air on Fridays. We have shows at 5, 7, 9, and 11. And even though I got a show in the morning on Saturday, I got to go over to Burn and just see what's going on. I don't know. You got a place like that where if you go by it, you just have to go in and see what's going on?
Just to check it out, just to hang out.
Just because you know something's going on in there.
You know, there used to be a while back in Indianapolis when I lived up there. There was a little jazz place called the Slippery Noodle Inn, and always wanted to check it. I mean, it's really old.
That sounds. I would stop there tomorrow.
It's just
Slippery.
always had that vibe. It always had, and it still does. I drove by it last night post game, and just man, the place was popping, and always has a line coming out of it, just for jazz or blues. Just one of those places you want to be at.
I'm telling you right now, D- is probably I know he's watching the Slippery Noodle Inn in Indiana. You got to swing. He travels a lot, and I would definitely stop in somewhere called the Slippery Noodle. That's a jazz place in a heartbeat.
It's downtown Indianapolis, right off of Meridian and South Street, across from Lucas Oil, right down the street from Victory Field. I mean, it's a nice place.
Anyways, Burn Barack Patel at the Battery. I got tickets to today's game. It's at 4:10. I got my granddaughter, and the projected temperature is 95, which means it's going to be about 103 on the field, and she's 9. So
you guys allowed to take water bottles in?
I mean, the hydration part's not going to be the problem. It's this right here. As a grandfather or as a baseball fan, how much of that game do you think? I'm thinking about the preparation. I know what I have to do to keep her happy there. Okay? No problems. No problems there.
Okay.
Do I want to go through all that to watch 4 innings of a game? Because you know she's going to be hot. You know she's going to get bored. What do you do, Charles?
It would. I can really resonate. I don't have any grandchildren.
You got kids.
She's 9.
Yeah, you got kids. I know you. I know.
Your granddaughter's how old? 9.
9.
So I have 10 and 11-year-old. I feel like if you want to help keep her mind, I'm not sure if she's totally into baseball or softball.
No.
Like have her bring her, if she has a Switch or some kind of gaming thing, portable, a wet towel to kind of help keep her cool. Obviously lots of hydration, and just interact with her. Like you said, 4 innings, that's about what I would get with one of my younger boys.
Right, but do we want to? I'm just thinking, I'm going to sweat. I mean, if I'm not going to go and watch the whole baseball game, why not just stay at home and hang out with her and play games and watch it on the TV?
I think it's the experience. She may really, really enjoy it, and she will remember that.
We go all the time.
She will love it.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take her. Charles talked me into it. So if I'm out there roasting like a lobster, it's all Charles' fault. The sheriff did it. Fill in the blanks. The 6 protesters that stormed the 18th green during the Travelers Cup, hilarious. One of the guys had a shirt on that said "No golf" on a dead, which really means they were protesting blank. Think about that for a minute. No golf on a dead planet. What the fuck does that mean, Charles?
Are they talking about golfing on Mars or Venus? I mean, because obviously Earth is not dead.
I think my word here, I put air. I think they're protesting air. air.
I mean, question their thinking skills too.
I mean, I went and did some research on it, and it's even dumber than that. So what they're basically protesting is the time and the space that the golf tournament takes up in the community is polluting our time on Earth. Not polluting the air. We spend too much time setting this thing up, and it's a waste of time for the community with all the money that comes in. And
It's not a waste, but that's their opinion.
I sent them an invite to come on the show so they can explain it to me, and it hasn't come back yet. I hope they. You know why? All 5 of their members are in jail. I forgot. My bad. My bad. That's why they haven't responded yet. My bad.
I golfed. I golfed on Wednesday morning. I was able to golf out by the lake.
What'd you shoot?
61. It was just a 9-hole. I shot a 61. I'm not the best, but
Okay.
it was relaxing. It was fun. Got to tee off on the top of a dam. That was pretty cool.
All right. Pretty cool. Speaking of golf, you're going to see DC coming up here in October, November. I don't remember the name of the company that does it again. I'll get more information on it, but they turned Truist Park into a golf field.
Oh,
like you get
like how they do the something similar Wrigley with the.
I think it's like a Top Golf type thing, but it's not Top Golf.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be doing that again this year. I did it last year. We're going to go again this year, and I'm going to go live on that because it's on a Saturday. There's some other things happening on Saturdays coming up here where you're going to see more Get Money Sports in live locations, or at least one person in a live location. That's enough of that. JJ Redick telling the media that he really didn't give a fuck, and he didn't even bleep it out. Is blank for professional sports. Sheriff.
It's amazing. I mean, congratulations to JJ Redick for speaking his mind. Good job, bud. And somebody slipped because they didn't bleep him out. FCC is probably not happy, but it's good because it shows he's real. He's authentic.
All right. I'm going to bounce off you again. I like this, Charles. This is the second time that we bounced. I think it's terrible because the word professional, that's what really shows who you are. When you get mad and you bite your tongue and you don't tell somebody to fuck off, I think that makes you more professional. I think that people that are not professional are people like me. Because when you make me mad, I'm going to tell you to fuck off, probably hit you. I'm going to do something not professional. And that's what they tell you. Like when I was playing ball, every one of my coaches will tell you, DC, that's not very professional. I'm like, fuck you. Did we win? I was that guy. And that's why I probably never made it to the big leagues. Because you have to learn how to be professional. And JJ, all you did here was prove that you're not a coach. You're not professional. And when that game is on the line and that circle's there and you got that clipboard, bitch, you just holding that thing. You're not in charge.
Yeah, well,
people tell people that they don't really give a fuck. They're not in charge. They're not. They're just not.
He's a placeholder.
I mean, yeah, I know he's a real person because he said he didn't really give a fuck, but it showed what he is. He is not a professional. You're not. How many times have you seen Pat Riley say that he don't really give a fuck when we really know he doesn't give a fuck?
But he doesn't say it.
Right, because he's a professional.
Yeah.
I think that's what separates him.
Over or under 40 games before he's fired?
He will not be fired. That's a year living. JJ can go up there and lose every game. It's up to LeBron.
I know. And Bronny.
This has been proven. This has been proven now. It doesn't matter what happens now. The Lakers are a show. And honestly, if they don't put some pieces in and they wind up winning with this threesome they got there, there's no way the NBA ain't staged. There's no way. There's no way if LeBron and Bronny somehow make the playoffs and get a ship. And I'm talking about the halfway ship, too. That flag they hung up, there's no way that's happening.
In-season tournament?
Yeah, there's no way that's happening. The world know for facts that it's staged. Anything else about JJ Redick?
No.
Understood. I'm coughing because this next one was fun for me. We'll let you go first. The Kansas City Chiefs have agreed to be a part of a Hallmark movie. This is a fact. A Hallmark movie which will be named Blank, starring blank as blank. Sheriff.
You know, I haven't thought of a name for it. And you know, Hallmark has all kinds of has their own little stars. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey will be featured somehow in there. Um, it'll probably be called Dynasty or Chiefs Dynasty or somehow Taylor Swift's going to get incorporated in this too. I
Oh,
think
absolutely. 100%. 100%.
100% she's going to be incorporated. Um, I find this very hilarious though.
All right. So the name of this movie is going to be called Romancing the Zone. It will star Travis Kelsey, and he will play Jack T. Colton. And for those people that don't know who Jack T. Colton is, that was Michael Douglas in Romancing the Stone. This will be a remake. Travis Kelsey will be Michael Douglas, and you better believe that Taylor Swift will be playing the other chick. I can't remember what it was. I want to say it's Meryl Streep, but I'm going to screw it up. Anyways, Romancing the Zone. The newest post read, Family Matters. Lakers pick Bronny. Really should read blank.
I mean, it really should put LeBron pick Bronny.
My answer, JJ completes checklist to be head coach for LeBron. LeBron gave him a checklist on his podcast, and as soon as he picked Bronny, LeBron went, check, okay, you can be the head coach now. That's it. Dave Roberts. He is the head coach, the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, not wanting Shohei Ohtani to participate in the home run derby this year because of the physical exertion of the event on his ailing Tommy John surgery is blank. Sheriff.
You know, Shoei is one of my. He's been one of my favorite players of recent. He's not. He's not really made many waves this year, coming off of his injury. I think it might be smart for Ohtani actually this time. Smart.
A lot of people I've asked this question to have said the same thing. You don't want to really risk the injury of pulling on that so he can't pitch again. Let's get this straight, people. He's not pitching again. He's not pitching again. If Dave Roberts is smart, and we already know Ohtani pretty much follows the rules. We never see him do anything, and he never complained when he was with the Angels. So obviously he doesn't care about complaining. He wants to play baseball. If they're smart, they're going to make him a DH for life. Turn him into the new Poppy. He'll break Ortiz's records in a couple of years. And then to my Braves, if you're smart, you'll do the same thing with Acuna. The boy can't barely play outfield anyways. He doesn't like going near that wall ever since he hit it. I live in the outfield. I can see his face when he runs towards the wall. Okay? He's got PTSD, man. He crashed that wall hard. It ended his career almost.
He's dealing with some stuff.
But on the other side of that, now that I know in my world that Ohtani is not going to pitch, Dave, don't cheat the baseball fans. If this is really your fan, if your plans are really just to make him a DH, let him go swing the bat, man. There's people outside of me that are growing up and want to see this guy hit the ball miles and miles and miles and miles. It's great for baseball. And my answer here is cheating baseball fans. Dave Roberts, you're a baseball player. You were played. If you had an Ohtani and you were a kid, wouldn't you want to come to the park to see Ohtani?
Yes.
We all know you're going to keep him as a DH. If he's not gonna pull his Tommy John unless he's pitching.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let the man play, please.
Do you think though? Is it good for baseball?
Yes.
For him to pitch and hit, or just hit?
I mean, it's good for. I mean,
It was really
Either,
exciting.
either I don't think he's going to play as long if he hits some pitches. Let's just keep it real, okay?
I don't think his shelf life is very
Yeah.
long if he does both.
I mean,
But
look what he's doing right now, just focusing on hitting. Okay, he had some kind of streak where he had an RBI a game for like 8 games in a row.
Mhm.
Okay, they got him batting at the top of the order. Nobody wants to face Ohtani. You got to throw the first pitch. You warmed up, and your first pitch, which is usually a mistake pitch, Ohtani gets to see that every game.
Out.
I'm just as a baseball fan. Okay, do you not want to see Ohtani win the home run derby this year?
100%. I would love to see him. I mean, he's my.
Who's he going to play against? And think about this. And this is why they don't want to do it. Who's hitting the most home runs this year is going to fight Ohtani. It ain't going to be Ozuna.
No.
There hasn't been a Brave make it out of the second round in forever.
No,
So that's why they don't want Ohtani there. Like, who's going to play? It'd be a land. They say it won't be watched because it's a landslide. They know Ohtani's going to win.
it's not guaranteed, but it's more probable if he's there.
I think the only person that could possibly in the All-Star game. Where is the All-Star game this year? It's in Atlanta. It's Atlanta next year.
Atlanta's next year. Somewhere out west. I think
Depending on where it is, Gunnar Henderson out of Baltimore could put up some home runs as well. Anything else about this Shohei and the home run derby? I really want to see him play. That's what I got to say. All right, we're going on to Spice It Up, one of my favorite commercials to not have to watch. Oh, wait a minute. That's not how you do it. Man, I'm making some errors today. I apologize, people.
It's in Arlington, Texas, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks good.
Yeah, it does. And you know, bad part, Charles? I've been there now. 2 weeks ago, I got to go down and see Joe. So now, before when you watch the video, it's kind of like you. You're kind of like, oh, that looks good. I've actually tasted it. So now I got to look it up now and find out where he is every time I watch that shit. That barbecue is so good, and they're good people too.
Is he
Spice
mobile?
it up. Yeah, it's mobile. He goes different places. He's got a kind of like a food truck, but except for it's a trailer, it's a much bigger kitchen inside.
A smoker on it.
He's got it going on. This segment is brought to you by Spice It Up, the best smoked meats in Southern Georgia. Holla at Joe when you want your meat smoked right. Pause. Follow Spice It Up at the link right down there at the bottom. Today's top 5 is this is interesting. The NBA draft happened. Yeah. Okay, enough said there.
I forgot about the draft the other day. I was also on vacation though too.
Who are the top 5 NBA draft picks that will make an impact for their new team? So we're not talking about developmental players. We're talking about people that are going to come in and make an impact right now. So that would, enough said. Charles, who you got number 5?
Honestly, Steven, or is it Stefan Castle?
Okay, Stefan Castle.
The guy from the Spurs picked. I think he will help complement Wemby down in San Antonio. San Antonio is gonna start to pick their rise back up. It's been a few years, but I think he will help complement Wemby in the Spurs down in Texas.
All right. At number 5, I got Dalton Connect out of Tennessee to the Lakers at number at ridiculous lowness. I did not see him going this low, but he's going to be an immediate impact because they don't have a 3-point shooter, and this guy can blast threes from anywhere on the other half the court. At number 4, I've got Kyle Filipowski from Duke to Utah, but I also want to add everything else. I think Utah won this draft. They also added Cody Williams in Colorado and Isaiah Collier. This is going to make Utah very young and talented. And, I'm a Carolina fan, but Duke had a good team this year, and I like Kyle. I like Flip. So, number 4 for me. Who's at number 4 for you, Charles?
I will agree with you. Utah just made themselves even more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I would say probably the guy from where did he play? France, the Hawks, the number 1 pick from the Hawks.
Okay.
Because they didn't have any skilled players really, and I think this guy's gonna. I don't even know how Zachary or Zachary.
Yeah, it's Zachary. It's Zachary.
I think he's going to make an immediate impact with Atlanta. Shout out to Damian.
Yeah, Damian and I were talking about that last night, and I know more about this guy after last night because I have him as my number 3. But after I found out what I found out last night, I wouldn't even have him in my top 5. And this is why. The Hawks now have 4 forwards that are all 6'9", 6'10", and Trae Young. They don't have a real center, and they don't have another guard. They've got 4 forwards that are 6'9", 6'10", and this guy comes here. We don't understand what they're going to do. And then when they traded away, I'm going to mess that trade up, so I'm not even going to try to get into it. But check out Laugh Out Loud Sports of last night, Fridays at 7 p.m. Damian is a Hawks fan. He had a 6-man panel last night, and they really went into the Zach trade and what happened with the trade and whatnot, and I'm not educated enough to do that right now. Who do you got number 3, Charles?
I would say Dillingham, the guy that got traded to the Timberwolves.
Okay. Rob Dillingham.
Yes. Minnesota almost made it to the finals. Maybe this guy is the missing piece to their puzzle, as the Pacers had a missing piece. I don't think we have that piece still, but I think that is going to be their missing piece. Minnesota will be an elite team. Nobody talked about the Timberwolves all year.
That's fine.
We talked about this a few weeks ago. Nobody talked about the Timberwolves, and they quietly got into the Western Conference Finals and almost beat Dallas.
Facts. At number 2, I've got Donovan Clingan from UConn to Portland. He is an elite rim protector to add to their dynamic backcourt, and I think this is going to make Portland huge in the West Side. Who you got? Go ahead.
I thought about because there was a lot of players. The most notable one for me was Zach Edey. He went 9 to the Grizzlies, I believe. Yes. He was my honorable mention because I thought about having him higher. I think he's not big enough, like size wise. He's tall enough.
Right.
He's not big enough for the today's NBA. I would probably say my OKC's Nikola Topic. He's going to make a huge impact there at the Thunder.
He's a big boy. He is a very, very big boy. What number was that for you? Was that your number 1 or number 2?
Number 2.
Okay, that was your number 2. Okay, so at number 1, we're brought to you by Spice It Up. Charles, who you got?
As much as I hate to say it, that last name, James. I
You like that trade? You like that, huh?
it's realistic. Unfortunately, I think it will be a very impactful thing for the Lakers. And like you said, if they go and they do something crazy, and then what's it, 2 years, if the brother comes, is it fixed? I don't know. You tell me.
The Lakers will be the new Savannah Bananas. That's what the fuck's going to be happening, man. It's just going to be retarded out there. It's what we've called family matters, just like I said up there. My
Yep.
number one draft pick that I think is going to make the most immediate impact, and I mean like game one, brought to you by Spice It Up Barbecue, is Rob Dillingham from Kentucky. Ant-Man now has a Robin. And it's kind of funny that his name is Rob.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and Robin are going to destroy the league. That is, if he's everything that he looks like in college, Minnesota will make the dance. That was a huge pickup for them, and I just think that's huge. We got a couple extra minutes here, so I got to show you some stuff here, Charles. How does this make you feel?
Oh boy.
All right, so DC. I searched the gram for different stuff, and it says you can say what you want about the Cowboys. I'll just leave it like this: Raiders owner, and yes, I am a Raiders fan.
Oh,
And
I
this
know.
doesn't change anything. I'm probably more of a Raiders fan now. 70-year-old Mark Davis is expecting a child, a baby, with his girlfriend Hayden Hopkins, who is 26. Mark, when your son turns 21, you're going to be 91.
Man, that's
Sheriff.
all I'm gonna
Sheriff,
say.
any comments?
What was he thinking? That's all I want to know, man.
I mean,
why would you want to have a kid
let me
at that age? You know he's not going to be taking care of it on a day-to-day, on an everyday basis.
You know what I'm telling people? All my old guys out there. Hey, this segment right here, this spot,
Yep.
is sponsored
Wrap
by
it up.
BFAM One Condoms. That man is 70 years old, and he's still shooting swimmers. 70. I'm talking to all my people over 50 that said, nah, I'm overage, man. I can't get you pregnant. Bullshit. How's that little kid doing? I mean, bullshit. Hey, 70 years old, and he knocked up his 26-year-old girlfriend. Now, here's the thing. If you're Mark, do you want a DNA test?
Yes.
Is it because you're 70?
I think it's because of who he is, not maybe because of his age. Maybe it's a little both, age and who he is, because this could go sideways really fast.
I mean, think, okay, if you're 70 years old, do you think you still got swimmers?
I mean, theoretically, you shouldn't. But
I would think you don't either.
Yeah, but but what if it is? I mean, that's epic if it is.
I'm with you. What if? I'm with you.
Yeah.
What if?
But at the same time, like, he's not going to be, even if it is, he's not going to be raising it on a day-to-day basis because of who he is. Why would you want to have a kid at that age anyways? I mean, I'm counting down the year from when mine are out so I can be free.
I mean, I get that part, but I mean, let's just keep this real, okay? I'm sure you've seen what she looked like. If I'm 70, I don't know that I'm trying to have a kid with her. I'm definitely trying to have sex if it's my girlfriend. Maybe he wasn't trying to have a kid.
Maybe not, but gotta be smart. Gotta be smart.
All right, so we got one more video here. Actually, I got a whole bunch of them. I'm just killing time right now because we were a little ahead of time. And it's one of my favorite things to do. I love searching TikTok for stuff like this. Charles, I'm going to call this new video, if you are a sports fan and you laugh here, you're going to hell.
All
Okay?
right.
All right. So I'm telling you right now, you know how like these people get there and they try to keep a straight face?
Mm-hmm.
The goal here is to keep a straight face and not laugh because this is bad, Charles. I'm telling you right now, this is bad.
All right.
This is a bad thing that's about to happen. Are you ready?
All right.
I can't stop laughing.
Oh yeah, he likes the dirt instead.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Quick.
Can't quite get that launch angle down yet.
Working it.
Nope, we ain't going anywhere.
No.
Worked all night to get these seats. And he's going to perch in left field. Nope. There he goes. He gone. He's in cruise control now. Oh, ran into the scoreboard. Down goes the goose.
Oh yeah, he likes the dirt instead.
Oh, yes.
That's great. Oh,
You can't write that shit. You cannot write that shit. That
I
was
was hoping maybe
awesome.
Randy Johnson would have been there or something. Bam with a ball.
All right. Hats off to the commentators. They're commentating the game. They're going. The goose is trying to left field. He goes, okay, he's going to take a bird poop in left field. Okay, he's got it going now. Oh, he's in cruise control now. And you can hear the fans. Ha, ha, flap. Charles, I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
You are the usher that works that section.
All right.
And they call you and they go, all hands on deck. We have an emergency in your section. And you get there first. What do you do? It's dead. It's dead. It's got a broken neck. It's dead.
Putting the glove on. First thing. I'm going to grab that motherfucker by the neck. Trash.
Are you going to throw it over your shoulder or are you going to pick it up and hold it like a baby? That's my main question. Because people are watching you, Charles. You're on the Jumbotron. I knew it. I figured you'd grab the neck and throw it over your back like a sack and just walk the hell out.
Yep.
Yep. Anyways. Okay. We still got 3 minutes left. Guess what? I got one more. Can you believe that? I actually have one more. And it's a LeBron one. And I saved it for last on purpose. Tell me how you feel, because this has been said that I'm not going to say nothing. I'll let you get your opinion out of yourself. Hold on a second here. Let me get it up. Pause. See, I'm getting better at that stuff there. Okay, and TKO is coming on right now, so I'm going to bring him in and let him enjoy this part.
All right.
What's up,
TKO,
Mike?
don't say nothing. Don't say nothing yet. Just enjoy this video right here, and you let me know what you're feeling after you watch. I should have saved the bird one for him. You think Teddy would have left?
Oh, he would have laughed. He would have laughed.
And I'll be honest with you, it was fucking nepotism. You have to understand that JJ and I didn't want to pick him, but LeBron didn't give us a choice. He told us either the Lakers pick Bronny or he would demand a trade to the Celtics. LeBron said he'd go for a three-peat with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Bronny might be shorter than a garden gnome, and he might lay more bricks than a tequila-fueled Mexican construction worker, but his dad made us draft him. We drafted Bronny
Hold on,
James
let's
in the
go
first
overtime.
round.
This is like the
And
GM.
I'll be honest with you, it was fucking nepotism. You have to understand that JJ and I didn't want to pick him, but LeBron didn't give us a choice. He told us either the Lakers pick Bronny or he would demand a trade to the Celtics. LeBron said he'd go for a three-peat with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Bronny might be shorter than a garden gnome, and he might lay more bricks than a tequila-fueled Mexican construction worker, but his dad made us draft him.
All right. So first of all, we're gonna see, that's where I'm going there. First of all, let's welcome TKO to the show.
What's up, bud?
How you doing, Teddy?
What's up?
All right,
Ready to
so
fight.
yeah, we'll get to that part right there.
Oh yeah.
Number one, How many people, by show of hands, thought that was real? That was the GM of the Lakers. That was definitely him. And I'm just going to let you know, I watched the mouth. The mouth is definitely moving to the words. This is not an Asian movie. Because a lot of people told me this was fake. This is an AI.
I can't.
That's
man,
AI.
that's very bold.
How do you know this is an AI other than the fact that he called Bronny a garden gnome? And then he also said, and this is what I want to get to. This is where my question is going. I also think it's an AI. Are AIs allowed to be racist? Because he said that he laid more bricks than a tequila field construction worker. That is a racist statement. Are AI guys allowed to go online and make racist statements? Because you know what's going to happen next. The dumbass white boy's going to go out with an AI and he's going to drop the N-bomb. And he's going to say, wait a minute. Okay, but here's the deal, Teddy. If I make an AI of myself and I drop the N-bomb and I say it wasn't me, it was my AI, I can't tell him what to do. Am I off the hook?
Yes, because you wasn't the source of where it came from. It had to been learned from something. So let's say if it's naturally picking from how people speak, then let's say it's not coming from black people. That AI is not going to pick up on black intelligence to say our slang how we speak. So to say if white man or a white person is creating it or is getting a lot of his source from a white person, I'll just be honest with you, unless they're saying it around it a lot or is picking it up, I don't think they'll be used. It has to be programmed to learn the concept of that, I think.
I think this is bullshit. Charles?
I have a really hard time believing that's real. That's
Oh, so do I. I think it's
the real is
AI
not
too.
real. Yeah,
Because
definitely
you know
real.
why?
It's not
Because
real.
that guy would have got fired by LeBron this morning.
well.
He called
no,
his son a garden gnome.
He would have got ousted for all.
the NBA would have ousted him very fast
Yeah.
for.
Nah. LeBron would have got a hold of
Yeah.
him. Fuck that.
Ah,
LeBron,
he'd
don't
have been
forget
gone.
LeBron's from the hood. Don't get it fucked up. If you're going to talk about his kid after he just brought his kid there, and I do think that, yeah, the brick thing was a racist statement. The garden gnome, fuck that. You're not calling my kid a garden gnome. I'll beat your fucking ass.
I mean,
Welcome to the show, Teddy.
I
Hey,
found
no
it
problem.
hilarious. He called him a garden gnome, but I can't see the general manager of a professional basketball team going out and saying LeBron made us do it.
But I think and then too, if people are not intelligent and know the difference between AI and something that's, artificial, I mean, somebody being real, I think, come on, man. Just use your brain. It's not, he's in a position where he's always been a professional, Rob Pelinka. So why would he do that
Right.
to one person? He'll never say that, realistically.
Yeah, right. And that's what we're getting at here, because earlier in the
Yeah.
show we had a thing about JJ Redick, about him going on there, and it was not an AI. JJ Redick basically went on there and he said, well, I don't give a fuck what you think. And this is the problem. These two interact. If a GM or a head coach is not supposed to talk about his players like that and say I don't give a fuck, then this AI guy, how do we assume what JJ Redick is going to be real or AI?
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't see that one fully through, but was he talking about individual players when he said that statement?
No, he was talking about an individual reporter.
Oh, that's different then. Yeah, so no, that's real. Because again, he is a player as well. They do not put out what's going on behind the scenes in front of the public media. They hold that back. That's none of your business.
Oh, facts.
So I don't think he would never do that. So that's why I think the realism come into play. Do it seem like he would really sit there and talk about his team to you guys? No, he wouldn't do that. I hope he
let me
don't.
say, if it is real, dude's got balls.
Oh, I'm glad he said that. I like that part. If he's saying I don't give a F, I'm glad he's saying that, because the reporters not playing. They probably can't play ball anyway.
No. JJ, yes.
Yeah.
GM.
Oh yeah, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to our next segment now that we're back on time here, brought to you by Blue Moon Pizza. Let's go.
See, you need to have me a pizza delivered from there.
New t-shirt.
They're not delivering to you. I promise you that.
New t-shirt.
Oh, I need one. Hey, I need one of those.
Yes,
I need
sir.
one of
Got
those.
you.
Hey,
Send me the pack-
I'm.
send me the label.
Hey, I need one of those.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
need
yeah.
it.
They're gonna sell like
I'm ready
hotcakes.
to. Wait,
Teddy.
no.
I know you like baseball a little. Have you ever heard of the Savannah Bananas?
Who hasn't? Come on, Teddy.
Teddy
No.
hasn't.
Teddy doesn't follow baseball that much, though.
Right,
I'm
like we
telling-
got the sock puppets up here.
I'm gonna tell you what. If you have a chance, I think they are coming to Carolina.
Oh my God, that's it. Hey, that's
Strongly suggest you go check it out. It is not just like a traditional baseball game.
Mm.
It is pure entertainment with baseball. I mean, you got a guy on a 10-foot stilt hitting a ball. You get their backflips, catching it, and not
And they
dropping.
just added on to the stadium too. They added a fan section. They modified the stadium recently. It's real nice now.
pretty cool. Yeah, like the Bananas are like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Okay, I'm gonna go check them out.
Yeah, you can see them on. You just Google them one time.
Is Greenville close to you?
Close to me.
Maybe 2 out. South Carolina. Probably 3
Green-
out.
I'm looking at the cities here.
Greenville, North Carolina. Greenville, South Carolina.
I don't
There's
know.
Greenville both.
Just says Greenville on the back of the shirt.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to look that up. They get close to that, Teddy. That's a good time to go to that.
And
We're here. We're here in the mixed martial arts wrestling segment of the show. And the first part of this, I don't want to talk about nothing except for BFAM 109.6 because we are sponsoring our very first wrestling event with Icon Pro Wrestling. Today, huge matches today. As soon as I get this clipboard out of my lap here, Teddy, I'm going to let you start talking about it. I'm going to start sharing some pictures.
Awesome. Thank you for the time, man. Today it will go down as one of the biggest days, especially for Icon, because we have an inaugural tag team championship match tonight. These 4 gentlemen right here.
Slow down now. Slow down now. Let me get it up there.
No problem. No problem.
You want me to start with the tag team?
Yes, sir. Start with the tag team match. I'm excited for all of these, honestly, even mine. Preparing right now, man. Oh, it's been a long morning.
All right, here we go. I think this is good. Right, there we go. Tag team match.
Here we go, baby. All right. So the first match will be, this is our inaugural, like I said again, Icon Pro Tag Team Championship match between Adrian Jackson and Chris TNT Taylor versus Jamal the Titan and Don Petty with Aloysius Skipper Jacobs III. Now, for a lot of you guys, follow us on the Knockout Hour. Aloysius Skipper Jacobs III joined us, and as you could tell from DC, he's not highly liked around here at Icon.
Boo! I got beef with you.
And I can't wait for the interaction because we got several shows coming along for Icon this year. But this match right here is co-main event. I tell you right now, man, these 4 guys have been hitting me up all morning. They're ready to go. They've been chomping at the bit. They ready to go. They just said, man, what time you need us there? Because we're ready to fight. Enough said. Y'all get ready. And social media is blowing up right now as we speak, and I'm glad that these 4 gentlemen are I think, but honestly, 4 gentlemen that will represent the company well. Very much. So as we wait for the next ones, you can still buy your tickets online. You can still buy tickets at the door. Come on down 229 North Graham Hopedale Road in Burlington, North Carolina. Deposit at to U Center. And it's only $10. $10.
Cheap.
Yeah, exactly. It can't beat it. It's a nice night.
Affordable entertainment.
Exactly. And then also too, kid friendly, because we got Buddy Flowers. He's also 420 friendly. I like him a lot. That's my guy. And he's going to bless us with his presence against Moses Ireton, the man of 1,000 banks. So this will be his debut match here at Icon Pro Wrestling. We see what happens with this one. If I was a betting man, I think Moses seems to be having all the money, but he seems to be desperate for that chance to climb up the ladder in Icon. So we see how that match unfolds as the night goes on. And a lot of these matches we'll try to have it live. We're gonna let you know. We'll try the best we can. If not, they will be aired on the Knockout Hour. Some of these matches. And then you got the notorious one, TKO. That's me.
Let's go, TKO. Let's go,
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. And then we got
TKO.
oh
Anything
man, wait
goes,
till
huh?
tonight. Oh yeah, because it's gonna be a no DQ match, no disqualification, and it's gonna be against that disgusting, rotten. No, I was talking about Skip Aloysius Jacob III, but it's going against Cactus Jack tonight, man. It's been the third time we faced off with each other in the series of what we've been going through. And like I said in my promo, check out my page. I think I'm done with the talking. It's time to get the fighting.
Is it fall?
Aloysius, I want to talk to you. I'll be watching today. I'm gonna be watching today. You pull any bullshit, I'm coming. I'm coming to the next event. I'm gonna get your shit.
Is it falls count anywhere, or is it just no DQ?
No DQ. Because I will tell you this one thing. I've never been in one, but I'm ready to take it there. So, Black, you better get ready because I'm telling you right now, with this city behind me, the king of Burlington, North Carolina, there's no way I can fail. There's no way. So, moving right along, we got us a good old singles match between the ping pong master Waylon Mays versus Baby Lotion Brown. And I tell you, man, these two guys, Waylon is a true professional, vet in the game around here in the local area in North Carolina. When they say ping pong master, this man, his entrance music, you know that song from Balls of Fury?
Yes.
When my man be coming out, that's what he comes out to. So that crowd be round up. he got it, man. That's swag. But Baby Lotion he does this little dance, and oh man, wait till y'all see this match. It is by far one of the matches that could possibly steal the show. They're really entertaining to watch. And they can go. So don't get it twisted. All right. And these two gentlemen, all week, if you've seen on the Knockout Hour, you've seen on Icon Pro Wrestling, you've seen on several social media sites. These two gentlemen, K Killer and the Human Hayes. Yeah, I got that right. Metallico. These two guys have been going back and forth on social media on the Knockout Hour. By far the greatest segment we have ever had on the Knockout Hour in the history of the show.
That ass.
Yes, I can't stop watching it because how intense it was, how these guys are so laser focused. And today, man, I'm telling you, there's another one where they've been telling me what time I need to come up there because I'm ready to fight. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get your money's worth, and it's only $10. It's like $10.
Affordable.
Cannot beat it. And for the ones out there, if you can't make it, you can always donate at eventbrite.com as well, just to show your love and support. And the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is a CWF Mid-Atlantic Classic match right here. CWF Mid-Atlantic was where I was trained, and these two gentlemen right here was pillars of that company. You need to go back and watch some of their matches. These two right here have paved the way for many people like me, Axon Jackson. There's another gentleman coming up, BK Westbrook's match. He trained him, and several other ones, Metallica. So you got the ace god, Eric Royal, my trainer, my man's. Going against Chad Sterling, another guy that had a big impact in my training. So for me right here, it's hard to pick because both of these guys is right here in my heart. And also, too, I ain't get a chance to go against Eric yet. I will one day. I've been waiting for that student versus teacher match one day. I don't think I earned that. However, Burlington knows this match right here. I'm glad I see a lot of people that was at CWF 6 years ago. They are coming out tonight. And I'm so grateful that y'all back because we're going to keep trying to bring back a lot of the old of what we had because it's carry on through me to go into the future. And that's what we're going to continue to do at Icon. We will never forget our past. We're going to carry it. What we've been learning, we're going to carry it on with us.
Teddy, I want one of them t-shirts. I can't stop looking at it.
I'm telling you, it is fire, ain't it?
I'm just saying, yeah, that's badass.
And wait until like once like the next I'm gonna flip the colors and go to different color schemes, like probably Carolina blue with the white.
Oh no, fuck that. I want that one. You just wait. That's sold. I want you know what I want you to do? I want you to make me Carolina blue with white on the front, and then I want you to sign the tag on the back.
Gotcha. That's
Or
what I'm gonna do.
bright green would look really good with the black.
I'll do that too. I'm gonna flip all colors as soon as I sell some of these.
Oh man, you know what? I'm excited. The shirt's not even on a fucking printer, and I'm already excited.
Yeah, it's like Nike, bro. That's why I'm making it.
Dude,
Nike.
it's just badass. I'm proud for you. I'm proud for you.
Appreciate
All
it.
right,
Thank you.
main event. UFC. Oh, let's do this one more time. Today,
Yes,
going
sir.
down in Burlington, North Carolina. Finish it
Yes,
out.
sir. Burlington, North Carolina, Icon Pro Summer of Gold. Tonight, you do not want to miss it. Tickets is flying off the sites. Come on out because you're going to see TK on his new gear. Come get these new shirts. We got Icon shirts, $10. $10. You can't beat that, man.
So you're
$10.
saying I should start driving now?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Please
better
do.
start driving now.
We're
We're
got a
gonna.
lot of new hotels. If y'all, like, and people don't realize Burlington's a growing city.
It is.
We're in the middle of the state. We're blowing up, and we got a lot of great new hotels, a lot of new venues. It's awesome around here. So you got a lot of fun stuff. Because where we are, as soon as you go to any direction, you got anything you can eat, anything you think of.
All right, UFC main event 303 is tonight. Alex Pereira versus Jerry Prozac. 3 minutes each to talk about how we think this is going. Charles, you want 3 minutes on this? Are you an MMA buffer?
I don't mind watching it. It's been I don't want to say it's what's the word? It's very saturated. I guess that's a good word.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to use you as the picker.
All right.
Okay? Teddy's going to give his opinion of the fight. I'm going to give my opinion of the fight, and you're going to decide who you think is going to win the fight based on what me and Teddy tell you.
All right.
Teddy, how is this fight going down? And first of all, do you want to see this fight?
I don't mind it because I'm an Alex Pereira fan. He sold me over once he got to the UFC, and I was able to see him. That man is a generational talent. He's scary. Really is. And
so tenacious.
He really he's one of those fighters I like. He's straightforward. He don't play around. He moves side to side when he needs to, but he's coming right at you, right down the middle. And he's not afraid to take a shot to get one off. And that's where a lot of the champions come from. I think Pereira's going to roll over him. I think he probably going to go with a second round knockout. I don't think it's going to take too long. I think second round.
All right, so here's my analysis of this. Jerry is a ground and pounder. If he does, I think he has no chance of getting Alex to the ground. I'm right with Teddy. Alex, the only way Alex is going to lose this fight is if he takes a kick or if he gets taken to the ground. But I just don't see this being. I don't even see this being an entertaining fight, to be honest with you. unless he bloodies him up.
Mm-hmm.
But we also know that Jerry doesn't have a very good chin. Enough said. Sheriff.
Alex wins in first round by knockout.
There you go. See how we swayed him like that?
Not that hard. Not that hard.
Yeah. All right. So Teddy, the last part of this thing here, you got a couple minutes here. Tell us this one thing here. What's going to happen this week on the Knockout Hour?
On the Knockout Hour. So I've been talking to these two gentlemen. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to have K Killer and Metallica come back on the show.
Oh, no.
It's so good.
It was so good.
I can't stop laughing. So what we're going to do is we're going to air the match. And, of course, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, because we will have all the footage. We bought another camera. We good to go. We got it back.
Oh, my God. Are you going to do a live talk-through during the match?
Yes, sir. So we're going to have Bill.
God.
Yes. Well, we're going to pull up the actual match and have them on there as the match is going on talking.
Oh, my God. This is what I'm telling you right now is what I'm going to hope for. So, Charles, I'm going to put you a little on hype here.
All right.
What's the other guy's name? Not K Killer.
Oh, Metallica.
Metallica's a cheater. You know how some wrestlers, they got to cheat to win? Well, from what I understand here, Metallica has outside help. And basically what it is he's not afraid of money. He came on the show and he said, hey, look, one of my boys said he wanted to run through, said he'd throw me some money if I let him get some time, so I let him run through. But basically when he says run through is cheat. So K Killer and him have faced each other before, and Metallica's beat him every time, but he's cheated every time. So this time K Killer just called him out. And it was And he did this thing with his eyes where he rolled them back. It was fucking crazy. It
And
was.
the thing is, too, the thing about it is, though, and this is realistic, okay? K Killer
was.
literally asked me for this match. He said, I got to have Metallica. Pause. After the last show, he's like, TKO, make it happen. I want Metallica one-on-one. And I said, bet, good money, let's do it. I talked to Metallica, and he was like, yeah, I would love to beat him again. So the animosity from K Killer, I would say is not one thing. He is a trainee of mine. So I understand his passion of like, he don't like to lose. He's not like me. If I lose, hey, you know, I know where I'm going I know where I'm going. It's not the end of where it is. K Killer, he takes it personal. So the look in his eyes and when he rolled those back, he does that in his entrance. It kind of messes with the crowd. But
That fucked me up.
But yeah, he's a Burlington kid too. So do you know tonight how much? And I know how much he done brought the hood out. If you want to get what I'm saying.
Oh
He brought
yeah, I heard
everybody
that.
mama.
He said that. He said, "Well, I'm gonna bring my hood out." He goes, "Well, if you're gonna bring your hood out, I'm gonna bring my peoples out." No, he said
yeah.
he didn't say your hood. He
Bring the whole
called it a
tribe out.
tribe.
Yeah,
He
he
said,
said,
if
bring the
you
whole
bring
tribe out.
So just check this out, man. You got this black guy and this white guy, and he said, "Well, you're gonna bring your whole tribe out." And I'm like, "Oh shit, this is about to go north." And then they just started going back and forth with each other, and like these are both grown men. Okay, when a grown man like Charles, you're a fucking cheater. Nobody likes to hear that. Like if you cheated, nobody wants to be called out on live air that you're a fucking cheater.
No.
It was
You know, and Metallica just sat there and went, and it was so ridiculously cool and raw.
Oh, he asked what? No, you said something, and then no, D minus asked him a question. He said, "Are you scared of such and such?" He looked and said, "No, man, I could not stop laughing, man."
Yeah, facts. And then we tried to trade it. We tried to make the match. Like if he cheats this time, you got to do another one where he can't cheat. Like what would that be called? Like a cage match where nobody can get inside?
Well, we can build to that, but I think like what you were just saying, like that's why I got the no DQ match for me, because I don't want no excuses to why. So you can bring the whole tribe, you can bring whoever you want, but it ain't gonna stop me from getting his win. And that's why I think if K Killer has to take it there, if he cannot win tonight, then I think that's what we're gonna go with. Or it could be a street fight, maybe a street fight. I think street fight may get a little gritty because I think that's where we're going in this direction. I think we're going there. Matter of fact, I'm about to try to copy the link of the actual thing that Metallica was saying. I think that was.
All right, so while you're doing that, we're going to go to our next segment, and if we find that, we'll definitely play it because I like hearing from Metallica. This next segment, of course, it's about baseball, and it's brought to you by McIntyre's Bakery.
Right,
with no Kunta here. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. Bravo. This segment is brought to you by McIntyre's Bakery. Simply the best since 1947. 1184 Concord Road in Smyrna, Georgia. Call 770-434-3115 for special orders. Donuts, breads, and cakes made fresh daily. Yeah, there's some good shit there. Yeah, you know, Kunta does it better. I don't even try to compete.
Oh, the deliciousness and pies.
He just does it better, you know? He just does it better. Charles, you want to try to be Kunta and do the McIntyre? He can't. You know why? He's never had a delicious cake. He can't.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I know one thing that you haven't had one either, Teddy.
Oh, I thought you meant in general. I'm sorry.
You've never had that from McIntyre's. You just can't talk about somebody else's fucking cake.
That's true.
All right, week 12 is in the book. And the cool part about D- and King Kunta not being here is they had bad weeks. Maybe that's why they're not here. Nah, that's not true. But the guys that had good weeks are both here. Teddy TKO and the Sheriff both went 5-1 and beat DC. I went 4-2.
We bounce back.
I'm just telling you, King Kunta and D- both went 3-3. So here are the new standings, and there's a mix up and there's a mess. Something's going on here. Back when this thing started, I told y'all I wasn't worried about D- catching me. Well, I was right there, but I didn't mention that I didn't know anyone else was coming. And yeah, I'm watching him, but I know his moment. So DC is at 52-20, and we have a new person in second place. At 47-25, just 5 games behind, TKO has taken over second place.
Yes, sir, baby. I needed that week too.
I'm telling you,
I needed it.
the text messages I got from D- asking me if I checked my math. And he didn't just take over second place. He is 2 games in front of D-, who's now at 45-27, who is only 1 game in front of King Kunta and the Sheriff at 44-28. So things behind me have gotten extremely tight.
If I wouldn't have had that really shit week 2 weeks ago, I would probably.
Hey, don't worry about the past. Just keep doing what you're doing now. If you go 5-1, dude, you're only 1 game away from D- and 3 games away from Teddy.
I know.
And Teddy's only 5 games away from me when I used to have a 7-game lead on D-.
I'm gonna need
So-
Teddy. I'm gonna need you
Last
both.
week when I went 3-3.
No, Teddy, you went 5-1 last week.
Oh, well, no, I'm talking about the week before that because that was that bad week I had.
Yeah, everybody had a bad week last week.
Yeah,
The
I
week
was like-
before that, everybody went 3-3, 2-4, and 1-5.
Mhm. Yeah, I knew.
But you still got to look when those happen, not on a personal note with your pocket, but in a race like this, if you go 3-3 and the other guy goes 1-5, you only gain 2 games.
Yeah.
If Charles and you went 5-1 and somebody went 1-5, that's a 4-game swap. That's hard to come back from.
Mm-hmm.
This week, D- did say in his picks, Kunta has sent his picks and D- hasn't sent his picks yet. But I'm not going to read those because I kind of feel like you guys need to go. So we're going to do it on air, rock, paper, scissors. So get your hands up where I can see them. And this is the practice one. Bring that other hand up there, Charles. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay? All right, here we go. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Both paper, shoot again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Both hammers. You guys are suckers. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Come on, guys. This is bullshit.
All right, come on.
All right,
Rock.
I got you.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. This is bullshit.
Rock, paper, scissors, scissors. All right, this has got to be it, right?
There we go
here.
again. It's got to be right. Rock,
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
This is
All right,
going to
man.
go
We got to
down.
put between 1 and 3. 1 and 3. We'll get
Okay, I'm going to do that's what I'll do. Okay, I'll put a number between my back. Okay, thank God. Thank God for Teddy.
Okay,
All right.
though.
I got a number. It's right here. It's down here. It's not behind my back no
Right.
more. We're going to let Teddy go first for good luck. Teddy is a number 1, 2, or 3.
We'll go with
I got a side bet that they both miss it. Okay,
2. Yeah, I'll go with 2.
it's not right. Charles,
What number did he say? Did you say
he said 2.
3?
I swear to God, you guys. I swear to God. I swear to God. Okay.
I'm the closest. I'm the closest. So we go down.
No, bullshit. Nope, I'm doing it again. I cannot believe it. There's no way that just happened. All right,
We're doing too much. All right.
Charles, you're going first. 1, 2, or 3.
2.
Thank God it's over. It's over. It's
I'm about to
over.
say 1.
Oh my God. All that just to go first. You guys better not fuck these picks up. All right, so Charles, you are here. You are live this week to give your own picks fresh out of a 5-1 week. Who are you going with?
What's up, guys? Fresh off of a really great week last week, 5-1. I haven't let you guys down very many weeks this year, so if you guys like my picks, Cash App's on the bottom of the screen, Walls Colts 19. This week we're going to go with some different picks. Definitely going to go with the Blue Jays beating the Yankees. We are going to go with the Rockies to beat the White Sox. The Guardians to pummel the Royals. D-backs over the A's. I've got the Rangers over the Orioles. And from my last one, I have the Mariners over the Twins. Shout out to my boy Michael out in West.
All right, again, so he's got the Blue Jays, the Rockies, the Guardians, the D-backs, the Rangers, and the Mariners. $ Walls Colts 19. All right, Teddy TKO, you have been on a freaking hot streak. So you have moved from last to second, which I'm a Braves fan, so I'm a big fan of you right now.
Appreciate you.
Who do you got going this week? And shout out to you.
All right, man. Cash App, a big TKO B-Town. I feel like a butthole for one of my picks today. I've never done this, but hey, feeling lucky. So I'm going first off with the New York Yankees to win against the Blue Jays. I did watch that ninth inning last night. That was funny. All those runs in the ninth inning was hilarious.
It was great.
Yeah, I caught that last inning. I was like, let me try this. But I was seeing the Guardians. They're going to beat up on the Royals. I like the D-backs to beat the A's. I got the Pirates beating the Braves. Sorry, Braves.
It's a day game.
Every time
exactly.
Every time we pick, any of us pick the Braves, they lose. So
and they lost to the White Sox the other night. Yeah, they're gonna lose it there. So we got the Dodgers. They're gonna beat the Giants. And I haven't picked this team in a while. I'm gonna pick the Baltimore Orioles over the Rangers.
All right. So Teddy TKO says Yankees, Guardians, D-backs, Pirates, Dodgers, Orioles. $ TKO B-Town.
See those cash apps. Like, come on, fellas. I was giving last week 5-1 everybody. Like you said, from last to second. Send me that money.
I mean, I'm with him. My people are religious. I'm telling you, I do get cash apped.
Hey, I'm happy y'all out. Give me my money.
Yeah, I do like my cash apps. Okay, I'm gonna make a comment first about the Pirates Braves game. Paul Skeens is 4-0. Be careful, Braves fans. Don't bet with your heart. I know we won 6-1 last night, but the way we won last night was in the third inning. We scored 1 run in the first inning, and we scored 5 runs in the third inning, and then we didn't score any more runs. Pay attention. I think the Pirates is a good bet right here, but I'm not betting with the Pirates. All right, so going to my picks. Sonny Gray, 9-4, 2.84 ERA, 103 Ks. Cardinals will beat the Reds. Aaron Nola, 9-3, 339 ERA, 90 Ks. Phillies, without Harper, without Schwarber, without Turnbull, will beat the struggling Marlins, based on the fact that Aaron Nola might pitch a complete game shutout today. The Guardians, agree. The Guardians are going to destroy the Royals today. Tyler Glasnow, 135 Ks. It's not even the All-Star break yet. Dodgers over the Giants. Orioles over the Rangers. I like the fact that we got multiple people on both sides of this. It means somebody's going to lose. And I like the fact that first and second are picking the Orioles, and the people behind us are picking the Rangers. So, Orioles. Orioles there. And I also agree with everyone else. The Mariners are going to beat the Twins. And I want to do another shout out to my boy Mike Walters out there. And congratulations on the Seattle Supersonics returning to the NBA.
Oh, when they announced that?
It's going to be. It's not been announced yet. It was cleared the other day. They announced it. Talked about it last night on Laugh Out Loud Sports, and we think it's going. We're guessing when they're going to announce it. I would do it during the baseball All-Star break. That makes the most sense. When baseball is down and nothing else is going on, announce the return of the Supersonics. Which hats off.
Two teams though.
I mean, that's the other thing, but we're pretty sure the other team is going to be either Vegas or Toronto.
Yeah, it would definitely be Vegas.
Toronto's already got a team.
No, they're talking about another team in Canada. So, I mean, it doesn't matter either way. As long as the Seattle,
back in Vancouver,
as long as Seattle's back, that was the best. And I'll tell you what,
I'd say add four teams personally.
You know what I would do? I would add 2 and 2. I think four is too many. I think 4 is too many for 1 year.
Okay, 2 now.
Like baseball does the same thing. When we expand, we do 2, and if we're going to do 4 teams, we'll do it 2 1 year and 2 the next year.
That's fair.
Yeah. Just because it's just too much. It's a lot of work to expand a team.
But what would be the 4th team though? Like Nashville. Oh, you already got Memphis. So where would it be the 4th team?
I know Canada says that they're ready for as many teams as you can go, and I mean,
so if you get Toronto, Seattle, Las Vegas, then you'll have to think about where would be the next destination.
It'd have to be down. It'd have to be down in the East Coast.
I'd say Toronto already has a team, so maybe back in Vancouver out west.
If you had Seattle and you have Vegas, those are West Coast teams. You'd have to have 2 East Coast teams, which Canada's East Coast. It'd have to be somewhere down, maybe Florida, Carolinas. You never know. Washington, somewhere down in Washington.
I mean, you got Atlanta Hawks. I forgot. I was about to say, well, shoot.
Or maybe you go a little more towards the middle and you go into Tennessee or North Carolina to give them a pro sports team.
Well, we got we got the Hornets.
Like I said, give them a pro sports team.
I know, right?
Or somewhere.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably going to buy get some tickets this year because, like, my daughter's interested, and we don't have a women's team. Like, the Sting is gone, so I may actually try to get some tickets to go out there.
When I lived in North Carolina, that was my biggest complaint. I've always been a baseball fan first, and no professional baseball team. That's how I'm from North Carolina. That we became a Braves fan is I didn't have no fucking choice because Ted Turner bought Channel 17, and we only had 2, 5, 8, and whatever the fuck the other ones were. And if you wanted to watch baseball, it's on 17 all day long. He aired it live. Right after live, he aired it again. He aired it at noon the next day. You can watch baseball all day on 17.
But not to mention, like, now we got some, now again, sectional areas. Like, you got Winston-Salem got good baseball. Durham has a good baseball team.
Oh, no, you guys got great farm. I watch baseball.
Right. But they do
single,
need a
double, triple A.
But they do need a professional baseball team in North Carolina.
I'm going to tell you, even though the Durham Bulls was a great team down there, I'll tell you the best team I went to see was Asheville. Just being honest. When I went to Asheville, that was a great, great ballpark. Great ballpark.
They do need a professional team. That would be nice. Because we got a soccer team now. So.
I mean, a professional baseball team would be awesome in North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's ready for it.
Yeah, put it right there at the border of South Carolina and let them spend half the taxes like they do on the Panther Stadium.
All right, so Teddy sent me a video, and there's no reason not to play it because we're ahead of schedule. So, Teddy, you want to do a little intro here? What's going on?
All right, so this past Monday on the Knockout Hour, like we stated earlier, K Killer and Metallico had a segment where we called Talk That Talk. It was organic. Trust me, as we were going, I did not have anything written down at all. I can show you on, anyway, long story short, we got to a point where it's called the Final Testament. Like, if you think about Death Row, Final Will and Testament, I don't know why it popped in my head, but hey, looking down the barrel of the show with this Saturday, I thought it'd be great if these guys had 1 minute to say what they want to say to each other before they go into the fight. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what they last said on the show to lead up to tonight.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
So,
I have not seen this yet, so you're going to get some fan reaction live. Isn't that cool?
All
right, let's get it here.
Oh, why does it that one?
Harold, I wanted to sit down, man. I wanted to let you know how excited I am.
Okay.
That's the wrong one.
Okay, we'll go back. We'll do a little. We'll fill a little airtime right here. That was not the one we're
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah, I was like, dang. I thought I had that right. Ain't gonna take a second. But anyway, yeah. But
Sheriff, no, you go ahead and get the video there. Is the sheriff still there? Are you gone using the restroom?
Give me 1 second.
All right, you can talk and walk. We're going to let him do a Savannah Banana review. Charles went to his first Savannah Banana game live yesterday, and now here it is. Hey, slide her over, man. Bring her over. Come on, Christy. Give me the review, girl. Let me get the Savannah Banana review live from the sheriff and
Chrissy.
You want to be a deputy or an inmate?
She's my inmate.
There we go, buddy. Sheriff and the inmate.
So last night we went to the Savannah Bananas. This is a traveling entertainment baseball team that travels around the country. Pure entertainment. If you have Savannah Bananas in your town and they're visiting, I highly recommend you go for the entertainment. There is baseball, but it's mostly geared towards the entertainment aspect. What an experience it is. It's very fan oriented. I have never seen backflips while catching a pop-up fly or a guy on 8-10 foot stilts hitting the ball. Umpires dancing and getting down with it. It's just a great atmosphere. It's fun, and it only is 2 hours long. Just everything about it was electric last night. Anything you want to add?
They had bananas riding bicycles.
I mean, they were throwing bananas. They were going bananas.
They had fun little challenges, to win prizes in between every now and then. People had to make a taco out of themselves.
Oh no, hot dog.
Oh, a hot dog. Yes.
Yeah, they had this where these two guys had to put.
Well, wait. People making a hot dog out of themselves.
Yeah, so it was two couples. The guys had to take their shirt off, which that started the gross factor right there because they're sweaty and nasty. They had to run first and get the ketchup.
Run the second
get your mustard. Third was
third.
relish.
And then once they hit home, their wife had to
take a bite,
a bun, and like scoop it off their chest, and then take a bite.
You got to be out of your Teddy. Teddy, you and your wife are there, and you volunteer. And Teddy's got a nice body. Pause. See how fast I did that shit? Teddy's got the wrestler chest, okay? So she puts ketchup, mustard, and relish all over your chest, and you run around the bases. You come home. What's the chance your woman takes a bun and scoops that shit off your chest to win?
Oh, that's a good chance you're gonna do it.
No way, really?
My wife wills a chance of winning. Yeah, she'll do
it.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining.
Chrissy.
No,
these guys were big, boys.
They weren't having the wrestling body. Okay, so there was
there you go.
There was, the one guy could barely even walk.
All right, so Teddy, Mrs. TKO, let's just say you're not as fit as you are. You're more fluffy like me, okay? Because if you put ketchup, mustard, and relish on me, that bitch is going everywhere. Okay, it's gonna have sweat. If I got to run the bases too, right. I don't even know how much of that shit's gonna be there when I get to home. If I get to home, okay. So say you're more shaped like me,
right?
Is she still eating it off your chest to win? Is your wife competitive like that?
No, she ain't
mine neither.
Not that big.
Nah, mine's not either. I don't want to win, especially like a T-shirt. Fuck that. So did the girl? So they did it. Did the wife do it or the girlfriend?
Yeah, she did it.
The one, and it wasn't just for like a T-shirt. It was it was like a bunch of stuff involved, like a bat, a glove.
I'm still not doing it.
There was all kinds of stuff, just things like that. It was really, really entertaining, and the owner is generally very nice. Took pictures with my daughter. Got an autograph on the baseball.
Very involved through the whole game.
Very involved.
I heard that part. I heard it's really cool going to those. That's what most of your AA and AAA parks are. So, Chrissy, what would the prize have to be to eat ketchup, mustard, and relish off of his chest after he goes all the bases, all of them? He's got to touch every base, be at home, lay down on his back. What would the prize have to be to take a bun and slop it across his chest and then eat?
I'm gonna need a jersey and tickets next year.
How many tickets?
That's to be decided on how salty and nasty it is when I eat it.
That's so gross. All right, we're going to go to our next segment. We're finally caught up here. Hey, this is an example. Don't try to kill time with Get Money Sports because we're going to talk some crazy shit. All right, this is brought to you by One Condoms. Chris, you still want to be here? It's all right. You can stay if you want. Condoms are coming out now. And after the recent Mark Davis news, hey, obviously age is not shit. I don't know if you know or not, Teddy, but Mark Davis is 70 years old, the owner of the Raiders. He got his 26-year-old girlfriend pregnant. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoop, there it is. All you had to do is wrap it. I know. Well, come on, Teddy. Teddy, you're 70 years old, and you got a 26-year-old girlfriend. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm fine with that. You get her pregnant. Come on, Teddy.
If I had money, I'd have more kids. I promise. If I was a millionaire right now, I would have another baby. I promise you. I love kids.
I love kids too, but 70?
Yeah, why not? It ain't no different than
if you have a boy, you can't even drink with him. You're going to be dead before he gets 21.
But it ain't no different than the grandchild or great-grand at 70. You know what I mean?
I told DC he's not going to be taking care of him though because of who he is.
Right,
you know, like the realisticness of him having a good relationship with this child. I mean, I don't know. I 70. That's again, more power to him, man.
I mean, think about it. This is my point here. Okay, kindergarten. How old is he in kindergarten? Which kindergarten grade? I haven't been in kindergarten in a long time.
You're looking at 6, 7 years old.
Okay, so let's say 6 years old. Okay, so at 6 years old, this child will be in kindergarten. And in kindergarten, you learn things like what a mom and a dad look like because they're all coming there, right? So you see all the other dads with brown hair. Nothing like this, more like Charles, okay?
Right.
Yet your dad looks more like me and older. Your dad's 76 years old.
Is that your grandpa?
Exactly. What do the kids do? Kids are fucked up. Kids will say it like it is. Why is your dad so old? Why's your mom got blonde hair and your dad's got gray hair?
Does he have old wrinkly balls?
I don't know if kids would say that, but that'd be awesome.
You'd be surprised.
No, not.
All right, go ahead, Teddy.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, like, when I went to my kids' class, they just see you as a parent. You could be literally like a young 20-something-year-old. I'm 37, but I think they really don't personally actually care.
Teddy, you're not old. Kids look at old people different. I'm old. I know.
Well, say for instance, my mom goes in there. I'm pretty sure they're not saying that's an old lady in their mind. You know what I mean?
I promise you, when this is a difference that I know. Okay, I've gone to my granddaughter's classes and I've gone to my kids' classes to talk. When I went in there with my shaved head and brown goatee,
okay, that's different.
Kids did not approach me. They knew I was there to talk about whatever the fuck I was there to talk about. Okay, if I go to my granddaughter's class, every kid thinks I'm fucking Santa Claus or some goddamn thing that I got them there to give them cookies like their grandparents do. Okay, kids once you get gray hair, it's a trust factor. Kids trust you when he's old. Shit, He's not going to hurt me. But Mark Davis is 70, Teddy. He's 70 years old, man.
Yeah, that is kind of... All right, now you put it that way. It's kind of weird.
The Honorable Oshi Muhammad had made a statement. You never date anybody the rule is half your age plus 7. So if I'm 56, that means I can't date anybody under 35. So Mark Davis is 35. He should be not dating under 42. Yeah, he has a 26-year-old girlfriend that's pregnant, and that's what happens when you fuck up with Ochi. All right.
I would say this because I'm of course nowhere near that age, but I think like in my personal life, I'm very me and my wife very happy. So I would say like to make it to say at 70, I would hope to goddamn she's not asking me to do the same things as right now. I'm like, every now and again, but I would say that he has. I think I'm glad that he's able to do that. Cause me at that time, I'm like, leave me alone, don't touch me.
You don't know that. I have no problem with somebody having a younger girlfriend. That's cool, but don't knock her up. I don't understand that. Your kids are going to be so confused. And the possibility of growing up without a dad for real, not because he's in jail, just because he's dead from natural causes.
He should have been Belichick. See, Belichick just did his thing.
Now you're being mean.
See, at least he ain't got no baby on the way.
That's a fact. All right, so this segment is called I'm Just Saying, and that was like a preview to it. Because, we usually have 5 people. We only got 3 today. Shout out to Kuta.
Were you able to see if the second one worked?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was...
see that work.
Hold on a second. We're going to play this first.
Okay.
Thank you, Teddy. Sorry, I got tied up in that. I got tied up in that talking about my boy Mark. All right, presented right here. This is that talk you were talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Metallica. Is this the right one?
It better be. Yep, that's right.
Well, we call it this your final testament. It's called that, final testament. You got 1 minute left. We're gonna start with. Let's center it right now. Let's go ahead. Let's center it on Metallica. First, let's get a one shot of Metallica. You got 1 minute. Let them know what you feel about this, man. You got 1 minute.
No, I don't need a minute, man. Okay, killer. Just come on down. Bring the whole tribe down. Bring them with you. I want them all cheering your name. I want you to get them riled up. I want you going crazy when you come out. Just so after the match, when the bell rings, and you're still looking up at the light, and I'm standing there in all my glory, I want all of them to be very, very quiet. Very quiet. So they can hear my music. Because that's all they're going to hear. They're going to hear my music coming in and my music going out. Collect my money and go home. We're going to be smoking on that K-Killer pack. That's all I need to say. I'll see you there, brother.
Dump him.
Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to get some sounds of this. I'll drop a bomb on that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Hey, Metallica brought some heat. Let's finish the final testament. K-Killer, you got a minute. Let's go.
Metallica, I got it told you before. You've always been an appetizer. Never beat me straight up one-on-one. But this Saturday, yeah, I'm going to show you why they call me a killer. For real this time.
Oh, my God.
I'm done talking my junk. I ain't got to talk to you no more. To be honest, all I have to say left. Feed the king.
Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen.
That was great.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Check it out today. Burlington, North Carolina. Just $10. Just $10. Just $10. All right. I'm just saying, Sheriff and the inmate, what are you just saying today?
I'm just saying, people, just be nice to each other. Be nice. It takes zero effort to be nice. It takes more effort to be an asshole or a prick, because you don't know what the other person is that you're being an ass to. Just take 10 seconds to be nice. Say something nice. Do something nice. Be nice. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. You have it right there. The words of the day are be Nice. Unless
Except for TKO.
unless you're gonna be at the Icon Pro Wrestling event today. Teddy, what are you just saying?
I'm just saying that today, ladies and gentlemen, Icon Pro Wrestling presents Summer of Gold. And right here, I have in my hands one of the tag team championship belts that will go to two of the opponents for tonight. Now, I'm going to talk about sacrifice for a second. See, tonight I'm in extreme pain because I've been in pain all week with this toothache. I don't know if you can see me on camera, but my mouth is swollen. This side of my face is swollen. I've been up several hours not being able to sleep this whole week. People have been asking me, why don't you just go? And I cannot. I know tonight I'm sacrificing a lot of things to be in that ring to go against Blackus. And there's nothing. And I told everybody absolutely nothing's going to stop me tonight. So if you see some tears in my eyes tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that is real. Because I'm really in extreme pain right now, trying to get through this podcast as we speak. All right. If you notice, I can't really move the side of my mouth. But in this business, if you're in sacrifice for what you love, then why are you really doing it? And I'm teaching my kids the same. As long as I can move, I'm going to make sure tonight that I'm going to give every single thing I got in that ring tonight to beat Blackus Jack. So, love everybody. If you got a chance, check out my site. We can order these shirts. TKO just hit them. And be ready for Monday on the Knockout Hour where we're going to have K Killer and Metallico and, of course, D-. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Teddy TKO and good luck today. Charles, you look like shit.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me I look like shit?
No. I was just trying to make Chrissy laugh a little bit. I think it worked. All right. I'm just saying. I'm going to talk about this too as a knockout hour, I hope. I was going to try to do this earlier, but I wanted to save it for this segment right here. There's a wrestler out there that used to be in the WWE that came back, took a hiatus, had a full sex change, came back as a female, and I'm trying to remember the name right now. Ted, you know what I'm talking about?
Not offhand, no.
Okay, so I'm going to my phone for a second here just to let y'all know what's going on. I can't remember the name, and I don't want to mess it up before I bash somebody. Okay, so the wrestler used to be called Tyler Rex, R-E-K-S. He used to be a WWE wrestler, and he retired. When he retired, he went and got a full sex change, transgender. And he came back 2 nights ago as Gabby Tuft, T-U-F-T, and destroyed this little girl named J-Rod, the Ultimate Athlete, better known as Jessica Roden. I'm not saying you can't be a transgender. I'm just saying this. If you're a guy and you're a professional athlete, which we know that means you've built your body up, your body's an athletic body. So it's got muscles where muscles are supposed to be. And then you go and have a sex change and you get breasts and a vagina. It doesn't make you a woman in the ring. I'm not saying you're not a woman because I understood that you cried for like 30 minutes because when you first got introduced, somebody said that in the crowd. And that just reiterates the fact that you're not. You're not. Your body is a man's body and your emotions are female. It was not fair for you to go do what you did to J-Rod. I'm just saying I don't think wrestling's ready for this. And I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't even want to know what was that a slinky?
No.
Yeah, it was.
Oh no.
Listen.
That was a cuss, bro.
Oh, it's time to go.
Yeah, I know, right?
The show is over. Shout out to One Condoms, 9 girls, 10 sizes, 60 sizes available. Charles, download the Fit Kit. Make sure she puts it on. This show's been brought to you by everybody. TKO, check it out. We are out of here because obviously It's time for some sports. That was pretty cool. He had triple handcuffs. I got so many ideas right now.